Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the SMU Mustangs offense will come out first. And now we get a look at Kevin Jennings. Last time out, completed better than 80% of his passes and a 300-yard day through the air. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Under fire. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He's got an open man. Kearney on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Notre Dame's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a first play of the period, first down here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Play action, C.J. Carr. Makes a catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Finds his big tight end. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Jennings. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
Under fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mustangs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Carr. Quickly complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st down here for the offense. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Here's Carr to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll move the wide receiver. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. It's complete to the left. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Back to throw, it's Jennings. With the catch, it's Hale. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or
2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Looking to the end zone. more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing, Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Carr looking to the big tight end. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll try. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got enough for the first. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration in the front.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Young. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The give is to Williams. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. They give it to him again. Might have a chance. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Find space on the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilbert.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Fires to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. The Irish punch back.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense likely to lead on the run to milk this clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Makes the catch. It's Hale. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football.
There's some room. He now has 62 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the...
Makes the ground and room to run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun on third down, Carr gets rid of it. And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Has to get there to move the sticks. Got a little grass. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense picks it up. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll